Is it time to buy or sell Opendoor Technologies stock? In this video, we will explore Opendoor Technologies in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 23rd of September, 2025. Now, we are here to offer you an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analyses. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4, at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 7th of July, 2025, our system has identified Opendoor Technologies as a buy candidate, which has earned a score of 3.14. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Those who adhered to our analysis would have experienced an impressive gain of 1,031.71% since we first designated Opendoor Technologies as a buy candidate 56 days ago. This translates to an average return of 18.42% each day since it was listed as a buy candidate. The stock resides in the lower section of a very broad and robust upward trend in the short term, which typically presents a favorable buying opportunity. Should the lower trend floor at $6.24 be breached, it will first indicate a deceleration in the rate of increase, but may also serve as an early warning sign for a potential trend reversal. The current 3-month trend suggests a possible change of 299.6% over the next 3 months, with a potential return ranging between 252.15% and 556.23%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis projects a change of 26.25%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 81.19% to positive 88.85% over the upcoming year. In current terms, this would position the future price somewhere between $1.33 and $13.37. Our latest daily update for Opendoor Technologies includes the headline: High volatility in Opendoor Technologies Inc. stock price on Tuesday, which ended trading at $7.08. The Opendoor Technologies Inc. stock price fell by 15.51% on the last day, Tuesday, the 23rd of September, 2025, from $8.38 to $7.08. It has now declined for 4 consecutive days. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 17.15%, with a day low of $6.91 and a day high of $8.10. The price has decreased in 7 of the last 10 days, but remains up by 15.88% over the past 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day by 49 million shares, although this occurred amid falling prices. This may serve as an early warning signal, with an increased risk anticipated over the next couple of days. In total, 298 million shares were traded for approximately $2.11 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $10.87, while the lowest price was 50.8 cents. Currently, the price is 34.87%, or $3.79, below the 52-week high, and 81.96%, or $32.16, below the all-time high on the 11th of February, 2021, when the price reached $39.24. Opendoor has experienced significant volatility this week as retail market dynamics evolve. The stock saw a brief surge, increasing by approximately 70% following a leadership change that appoints Kaz Nejatian as CEO starting in October. However, it then faced a sharp decline, dropping about 13% in one day and roughly 7% the next as meme traders shifted their focus to a new favorite. Meanwhile, Better Home & Finance soared, rising nearly 47% after a well-known hedge fund manager labeled it a potential 100-bagger and referred to it as the Shopify of mortgages, diverting speculative interest away from Opendoor. In the short term, this rotation heightens both volatility and downside risk. substantial retail trading can lead to rapid rallies, but also swift reversals when attention shifts. The leadership change that initially fueled the stock's rise could bolster investor confidence if management is able to implement operational improvements, maintain liquidity discipline, and provide clearer guidance, which would support a sustained recovery. However, over the longer term, fundamental challenges remain significant. Opendoor's revenue trends and strategic adjustments compared to its peers indicate execution risks, meaning that lasting growth will rely on consistent performance, improved margins, and a decreased dependence on meme-driven trading. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 6th of August 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned Open a sell rating with a downgrade action. On Tuesday, the 22nd of July 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned Open an overweight rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 16th of April 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned Open an outperform rating with a hold action. On Friday, the 28th of February 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned Open a neutral rating with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 14th of May 2024, it was reported that UBS assigned Open a market outperform rating with a hold action. Analysts have assigned a general sell rating to the stock of Opendoor Technologies. The price-to-earnings ratio is rated as strong sell, while the price-to-book ratio is considered a buy. Regarding return on investment, analysts have also given the stock a strong sell rating. The following signals have been identified for Opendoor Technologies. The Opendoor Technologies Incorporated stock currently presents a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is also a buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is above the long-term average, there exists a general buy signal for the stock, indicating a positive outlook. Should the stock continue to rise, it may encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $9.09. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will likely find support from the long-term average at about $5.34. A break through the short-term average will trigger a buy signal, while a drop below the long-term average will result in a sell signal. Additionally, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Nevertheless, several negative signals have also emerged, which could impact near-term developments. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Thursday, September 11, 2025, and the stock has since dropped by 32.7%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. The volume increased as prices fell yesterday, which could serve as an early warning, suggesting that the stock warrants closer observation. Here are some additional signals that you may find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots signaled a sell opportunity 9 days ago. Bollinger suggested a buy signal 121 days ago. The short-term moving average provided a sell signal 4 days ago. The long-term moving average indicated a buy signal 57 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages showed a buy signal 55 days ago. Observing the 12-month chart reveals the short moving average indicated a buy signal 32 days ago. The long-term moving average signaled a buy opportunity 52 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages showed a buy signal 47 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Opendoor Technologies. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $6.65 and $6.04. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as a break below this level may lead to a decline to the next support level. In this instance, Opendoor Technologies Incorporated has support just below today's level at $6.65. If this support is breached, the next levels of support from accumulated volume will be at $6.04 and $5.96. This stock may experience significant movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility. With a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is deemed to carry very high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $1.19 between its high and low, which corresponds to a change of 17.15%. In the past week, the stock has exhibited a daily average volatility of 14.37%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Opendoor Technologies, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, let's discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing losses. Even well-established companies can face downturns, often due to external factors. However, consistently negative PE ratios may be a warning sign of insufficient profitability and potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is expected on the 6th of November, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at -7 cents. It's important to monitor these figures, as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Opendoor Technologies. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Opendoor Technologies is at $8.38. If you don't own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Opendoor Technologies encounters its first support level at $6.65. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Opendoor Technologies from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now let's review some recent insider trades. On the 10th of September, 2025, Rabois Keith conducted an insider purchase of 0 shares of common stock. On the 15th of September, 2025, Najatian Kasra conducted an insider purchase of 1,580,611 shares of common stock. On the 15th of September, 2025, Najatian Kasra conducted another insider purchase of 40,886,344 shares of common stock. On the 15th of September, 2025, Najatian Kasra conducted a further insider purchase of 40,886,344 shares of common stock. On the 15th of September, 2025, Najatian Kasra made another insider purchase of 0 shares. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find a positive insider power ratio of 93.053. In total, insiders bought 91,280,404 shares and sold 4,362,512 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $6.74, which is a decrease of 4.86%. This stock experiences very high daily fluctuations, leading to significant risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal from a pivot top identified 8 days ago. Is Opendoor Technologies stock a good buy? Several short-term signals, along with an overall positive trend, suggest that the current level may present a buying opportunity, as there is a fair chance for Opendoor Technologies Incorporated stock to perform well in the near future. After examining the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 24th of September, we anticipate Opendoor Technologies to open higher by 282 hundredths of a dollar, starting trading at $7.36. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By using this information, you agree to take responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at StockInvest.